For 47 years, King Haldrin benevolently ruled the kingdom of Artovia. It was a time of great prosperity and peace, and he was loved by all. Yet all good things must end, and the aging king's health was failing. With no heir to the throne, King Haldrin sent a message to his knights that whoever brought a unicorn to the castle would be crowned king. For he knew that while all his knights were brave and loyal, only one who is quick of wit and pure of heart could secure the company of the elusive unicorn. This is the story of Sir Typhel of Croylor, one of many who took up the challenge. He traversed the vast central desert, battling oppressive heat, dehydration, and the occasional stone beast. He travelled high into the perilous western mountains, home to the most vicious monsters in the kingdom. It was there he came across a deep, dark dungeon, filled with all manner of unthinkable creatures. Unwilling to leave any stone unturned in the pursuit of his quest, Sir Typhel knew he had no choice but to venture inside.
What?
I've travelled a great distance on a mighty quest to find a unicorn for the king. If you were to assist me in any way, I'm certain I could make it worth your while.
Right. I saw a unicorn wandering around the common room earlier. You can check if it's still there if you want.
It's about time. Hey, you there, unicorn, come with me.
The unicorn paid no attention. A majestic unicorn stood in the room, a single twisted horn protruding from its forehead, iridescent and ethereal. At last, Sir Typhal's arduous quest neared its end. A small shop had been hastily set up in the corner of the room. A goblin shopkeeper stood grinning behind a rickety table. Dusty tomes, bound in faded battered leather, filled the shelves. Goblets made of gold and silver lined the shelf. The glistening gemstone sets and ornately carved designs shone in the torchlight. The weathered wood of the keg showed its age. An assortment of shields hung upon the wall, but each looked to be of shoddy construction. Looking closely, Sir Typhal could see flecks of blood on the shafts, chipped arrowheads, and other signs of previous use. The long sword blades were seated poorly in their gilded hilts, and the leather pommels appeared poorly wrapped and warped. The short swords appeared lightweight and unbalanced, indicating low-quality craftsmanship. The sheer heft of these hammers made them perhaps the only sturdy weapons in the shop. The daggers appeared flimsy and dull, as though their blades were not forged properly. At first glance, the key appeared old and rusty. Looking closer, however, it had clearly been recently forged and then treated to look much older. Closer inspection revealed a detailed engraving of a skeleton in royal garb on the coin's surface. A thick pile of flyers had been neatly stacked in the middle of the table.
Well, hello there! Haven't seen you before. First time to the dungeon?
Yes it is.
Then welcome to our fine dungeon. You won't find fiercer monsters or shinier treasure anywhere else in the kingdom. My name's Jeg, and I run the shop here. Take this here magic torch as my gift to you. It'll light up automagically if you're in a dark place.
I don't have enough gold for anything here.
Remember to come back when you do. Meanwhile, could you step aside in case a customer comes along?
What is this place?
Well, it's a dungeon, of course. Fight monsters and take a shot at fame and riches. It's good, clean family fun. All you gotta do is reach the treasure chamber on the last level, and you can take as much gold as you can carry up.
That's all.
Okay, well, ask about anything that catches your eye. I have only the best equipment for the discerning adventurer. Well, that there's the master dungeon key. You won't get very far into the dungeon without one of them. It'll run you 5 gold. Oh, that's a coin some prince brought in. Must be pretty valuable since it belonged to a prince. Can't seem to get it to really shine, though, so I'll give you a deal. 300 gold. Go ahead, take a flyer.
Okay.
These daggers are small and easily concealable. Perfect for that special rogue in your life. 30 gold. Hammers! I love hammers. I don't have the strength to wield them myself, but boy, do they do some damage. 80 gold for one of these. Now here's what you really want. A nice long sword. 75 gold. These swords may be short, but they're deadly. 50 gold. Those arrows are very well balanced and aerodynamic. Just 2 gold pieces each.
Do you have a bow for sale?
Sorry, fresh out. A shield is a great way to keep from getting hit. They run from 25 to 50 gold. I make that goblin ale myself right here in this dungeon. You'll never taste anything like it. Just 1 gold piece for a mug.
Sir Typhel couldn't reach the sign. The sign was illuminated with a magical glow. It read, "Shop."
These are jeweled goblets straight from the treasure room. Save yourself time and peril buying them here. Your friends will never know the difference. Just 10,000 gold pieces each. These arcane tomes are the best in the county. 125 gold each. Guaranteed uncursed. Those mugs are for the ale. Can't sell them to you.
I see you have a unicorn for sale.
For sale? Nah, it's been following me around ever since I fed it a rutabaga a few weeks back. Can't get rid of the damn thing.
I see you have a unicorn.
For sale?
Unfortunately, the king's decree required the unicorn to be alive upon delivery.
Do you want this?
The unicorn ignored the item.
Do you want this?
The unicorn. A majestic
Hey, you there, unicorn, come with me.
The unicorn.
Finally, a prince has come to my rescue. Please help.
The rat was too fast. The stone slab was a gory sight, and Sir Typhel could see no use for it. A marbled slab lined one side of the room, its surface stained red with blood. The thick iron bars of the jail cell were well constructed. A simple lock mechanism kept the door closed. The cell door would not budge. A key would be required. A young woman of slender build was trapped in the small cell. She looked at Typhel with pleading eyes.
Who are you?
I am Princess Ellen of Candiva. I'm sure you've heard of me.
I haven't. Why are you in that jail?
I was captured by these horrid goblins. No doubt they plan to do terrible things to me. You have to get me out of here.
Have you noticed there's a giant rat in here?
Oh yeah, he's mine. His name's Gilbert. I've had him since he was a baby. Sometimes I feel bad there are no other rats for him to play with. But he likes the cheese they have here.
The cheese?
Yeah, this mouldy cheese is all we have to eat. It's dreadful. You have to help me.
Would you mind giving me some of the cheese?
Cheese? Cheese? You only want me for my cheese, just like everyone else around here. Well, it's the only thing I have to eat. You can have all the mouldy cheese you want after you rescue me.
All right, it's a deal. Any ideas for how to escape?
I do, but I need your help. All you have to do is... Wait, you are a prince, right?
What does that have to do with escaping?
Well, I can't just run off with anyone. What if you're a kidnapper and you're going to ransom me off? No, I'm afraid I can only trust a prince.
In that case, yes, I am a prince.
You don't talk like a prince. And where's your princely emblem? No prince would be without it. And you must show me you're brave like a prince. Then you may rescue me.
How do I know you're really a princess?
Here is my royal emblem for your inspection.
Thanks. I'll hold on to this a while to properly inspect it. Come on, help me rescue you.
Not until I know you're a prince. You don't speak very much like any prince I've ever heard. Where's your royal emblem? Any real prince would have his royal emblem with him. You haven't proven you're brave enough to protect me. Show me a piece of an horrible monster you've killed or something.
Farewell for now.
The small disc fit into Sir Typhal's palm. An ornate design had been carved into its shiny surface.
Do you want this?
The unicorn ignored the item.
Well, that was weird. What do you do in this fine dungeon?
Oh, I watch the door. Make sure the riffraff don't come in.
Sounds boring.
It ain't so bad. Meet a lot of different kinds of folk in this job.
What kinds?
Riffraff, mostly.
Do you see much battle out here?
Not really. Most folks who come in here die before they can be any fun. Sometimes a monster gets out here, but they're not too hard to take down. The monsters are dumb. The trick is to wait and let them walk up to you, then you get the first strike. Of course, if you ever find yourself without a weapon, best to avoid as many of them as possible.
Do you know anything about princes?
Oh yeah, got princes coming through here day and night. You can always tell a prince by the way they talk. They introduce themselves with a crazy number of titles, and then always go on to brag about something they did. They also say "milady" a lot if there's a female around.
Do you know anything about giant rats?
Oh yeah, they're usually kept as pets by thieves and con artists. They train them to pick pockets and such. Pet giant rats are always castrated as babies or they'll get too ornery. Oh, and they love cheese.
Can you tell me again how Princess...
They introduced themselves with. They also said.
Farewell, Goblin. How fare you, milady?
I am in quite a predicament, my lord.
I am Prince Typhel of Croyler, Duke of Gyundin, Master of the Order of Water Snakes, Warden of the Tryon Docks.
Very nice to meet you.
It would be my honor to rescue you.
Yes, I'm sure it would be the highlight of your career.